is Kate Emily Brindley, and I'm a global advocate and coach for people experiencing borderline personality disorder or disorder of extreme stress, whatever the label is. And I founded an organisation called Each Person Counts. We also provide advocacy for survivors of childhood sexual abuse trauma and people experiencing complex PTSD, as well as consultancy services for all those topics. So the clip that I'm bringing to you today is really maybe the most important clip of all of these. I'm talking to you about my most favourite practice for healing what I've been through in my life, and in the hope that you can try it too at home, and that is healing borderline personality disorder with iRest Yoga Nidra. So iRest Yoga Nidra for me is a state of deep restorative relaxation, and the first time that I practiced it and found it, I felt safe, I felt warm, I felt whole, I felt like I had come home, and it was a wonderful feeling. I felt blissed out. I just was like, wow, why didn't I find this 20 years ago? And I started to learn more about it, and I practice iRest Yoga Nidra daily at home, and this has been the absolute key to my recovery, coming fully back into my body, into the here and now, grounded in who I am with solid boundaries, and being able to really condition myself and my being to cope with all of the highs and lows of life, all of the roller coaster experiences that we go through from a centered place, from a place where I am in touch with my inherent well-being, where I feel joy, I feel peace, I feel connected to others, I feel connected to life, I feel like I am where I need to be, and I feel equipped to deal with whatever experiences come in my life. And everything that I've been through in my life, this is the daily thing that I'm devoted to, that really has just transformed my life, and I really love it. I'm so passionate about it, and I'm so passionate about bringing the practice to as many people as I possibly can. And there's free practices on Richard Miller, the founder's website. I'll put a link to one that he does for 30 minutes. And then I've got my two favourite female audio downloads, Kelly Boys and Molly Burcombe, which I'll do a separate clip on with their links. They're the ones that I use the most. And so I just love it so much. It's based on an ancient Hindu practice called Yoga Nidra that's been around for literally thousands of years. And what Richard Miller has done, he has his doctorate and he's academic, and he's also a yogi who has studied this tradition for, I think it's 40 years. So what he's done is he's brought this practice to the West in evidence-based research form, and he's developed a 10-stage protocol, and he's able to train other people. I'm a teacher in training level 1 for iRest Yoga Nidra, so I deliver it to groups, which I just love doing so much. Being in a room of people together who are healing together, who are relaxing together, who feel safe together, who are back in their bodies, getting in touch with their heartfelt desire, getting in touch with their inner resource, learning to witness their thoughts and emotions without them taking over. What a wonderful, wonderful experience for all of us. And so Richard Miller has proven through research that iRest Yoga Nidra is effective in treating depression, anxiety, insomnia, drug addiction, and chronic pain, as well as PTSD. So they're using this in the States with military veterans, And, you know, I've had a form of trauma, but, you know, to try to imagine what it would feel like, you know, to have the types of trauma that veterans come home with, and to have a tool and a resource that they can use that doesn't have any side effects. Once you buy the audio, you just play it. You can't overdose on it, you know. You just keep feeling good in yourself, whole in yourself, grounded in yourself, and it's completely transformational. And I'm not sick of Molly Burcombe or Kelly Boys at all. I love them, and I hope to meet them one day, and Richard Miller, and give them all a big hug. So this is a form of deep relaxation, a form of deeply getting in touch with our inner being. And it helps release negative emotions and thought patterns. It calms down our nervous system. We're always so up here in the fight or flight response. This puts us back into our parasympathetic nervous system, where everything just slows down. Our breathing slows, our heart rate slows. We can actually feel our body. We can actually feel in our bodies. We're giving ourselves a sacred space to do that. And when we give ourselves the space to come back into our bodies in the here and now, to feel whole, to cope with whatever circumstances we can meet them in life, to get a sense of our innate joy and peace, which is, I believe, our natural state of being. When we practice that regularly, wow, you know, we become exquisitely sensitive to our own inner truth. Then we start attracting the right people into our life. We start going to the right places. We start attracting the right jobs. We start having the right circumstances. Things show up that are honoring of our inner truth. And when they don't, we know it, and we know when to put a boundary up, and we can honor it. And I mean, I don't know if I can promote it, you know, any more than that, other than to say, like I said, you know, I wish that I had have found this 20 years ago, when my trauma symptoms really came out, and I had my first terrifying breakdown and was pulling my eyebrows out with anxiety and feeling suicidal. You know, I wish I had have had it as a resource then, but this is the way it is. I've found it now. I've practiced it for last year. It's been the absolute key to healing myself of borderline personality disorder and complex post-traumatic stress disorder. And I really hope, you know, if any of this resonates with you, that you can, you know, experientially try it yourself. You can hop onto the website, and there's one free audio there, or you can buy the audios. Also, you can find a teacher in your area if you prefer to do it in a group. Sometimes a group experience is a lot more powerful, or you can look up the teachers and see what their qualifications are, and they can also do like a one-on-one work with you. And again, anything these days cutting edge is healing, you know, healing dissociation, rage, emptiness, suicide, interpersonal conflict, all those things. That's trauma, that's distress. Bring it. We want to come back to our body. We want to reconnect our mind and our body and our spirit, if you believe in that, or your inner self, whatever you want to call it, the true you. Then it's gonna mean coming back to our bodies. This isn't enough, and Yoga Nidra, I Rest Yoga Nidra, gives us that, and I'm a big fan of it, and I'm devoted to it. And I hope, you know, if it feels right for you, that you can try it. So thank you very much for viewing this clip. If you know anyone that has complex PTSD or any of those symptoms with borderline, and you feel like this may be of assistance to them, please forward them the clip. And thank you very much for watching.